Hello student, welcome you all in Sudhir Jaiswal Edu Maths. Today we are going to do the sequencing series, the most important topic, geometric progression and harmonic progression. So before doing this, I need to give you the quick recap of the arithmetic progression. Suppose A1, A2, A3, okay. Suppose A1, A2, A3 up to AN, it is a sequence. And when do you say that it is in arithmetic progression? When you find the difference between the term with the previous term. The term with the previous, that means A2 minus A1 equal to A3 minus A2 equal to A4 minus A3. Okay, if you find the same, the constant, the difference, you find same constant, then you can say that it is in arithmetic progression. So what would you find? What would be the value of your nth term A plus n minus 1 into d? What would be the value from the last? It will be L minus n minus 1 into d. The nth term from the last would be L minus n minus 1 into d. Nth term from the beginning, it would be A plus n minus 1 into d. What about the sum? Sn equal to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. What is this? This is the sum of first n term, that means a1 plus a2 plus a3 up to plus an. Then it would be n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. In the same way you can do n by 2 a plus l also. L is what? It is the last term. All right. So, and we have also talked about what is the geometric mean and all. Where is my eraser? Okay. So the geometric mean. No. We are not going to the first arithmetic mean. If suppose a is the arithmetic mean which between two numbers, okay, and so arithmetic mean between two numbers is actually a plus a equal to, that means how do you find? So it is in arithmetic mean. A is the arithmetic mean, then a, small a, capital A and small b should be in arithmetic progression. And in arithmetic progression you don't know what the difference between the term with the previous term will be equal, that means a minus a equal to small b minus capital A. So in this way you can find a equal to b plus a, means a would be b plus a by 2. This is the important result, okay, of arithmetic mean. All right, and what more? Nothing. Now we are moving to where? In geometric progression. So how would you find that if a1 a2 a3 up to an is in geometric progression? So the term with the ratio of, what do we call? The ratio of the term with the term or term with the previous term, okay, with the previous term. So that means a2 upon a1, okay, first term should not be equal to 0, I think. Yeah, a2 upon a1 equal to a3 upon a2 equal to a4 upon a3, similar way. So what is the previous term of an? It would be an minus 1. So you can write an upon an minus 1 in this way. It would be r. The common ratio is, you consider it as r here. It is called common ratio. All right. So in this way, if you find this kind of situation, you can say that the sequence is in geometric progression. So you need to find the nth term also here. Tn is called the nth term. So it is a r raised to power n minus 1. If you want to find the sum of first n terms, it would be Sn equal to, okay, from the last. So it is from the beginning, the term from the beginning, and suppose Tn dash is the term from the last. So how would you calculate it? L a raised to power 1 minus n. Yes, it is the term, nth term from the last. If you calculate from the last, if you calculate it from the beginning, then it would be a r raised to power n minus 1. All right. And what about what the next topic here? Yeah, L r, which is wrong, I think. It's not a, it's L r raised to power 1 minus, where R is the common ratio, L is the last term, A is the first term, okay, N is the nth term, number of N is the number of terms, Tn is the nth term, okay, and Tn dash is the nth term from the last, and Tn is the nth term from the beginning. All right, and what next? The sum of first n terms, Sn equal to A r raised to power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. Here r should not be equal to 1. If it is equal to 1, then it would be not defined. So you can write here if not defined, if equal to not defined when r equal to 1. Okay. If the suppose the sequence is moving, is tending to infinite, that means a1, a2, a3, a4, it is in GP, but they are tending to infinite. Okay, so what will the sum of infinite what geometric if sequence is in geometric progression, when the number of terms are infinite, okay, there are infinite terms, then it would be S infinity equal to A upon 1 minus R. Okay, A upon 1 minus R, where mod R less than 1, I think. You should learn it. Mod R should be less than 1, okay, less than 1. So here infinite terms, okay. So keep all these things in mind. So we are moving to where the geometric mean. Okay, so like if you are inserting any number, like suppose G is the geometric mean of two number, so by the same way which I explained in the in the arithmetic mean, you need to apply the property. This should be in GP. Okay, so what is the root of GP? That means the common ratio. You always get the common ratio when by dividing the term with the previous G upon A equal to term with the previous B upon G. So in this way you get here G square equal to AB. That means G equal to A root AB, where I am not writing here plus minus because I would not consider, because A and B are positive here, positive integer. Okay, positive number you can say. All right. Yeah. Moving to what the harmonic progression. The harmonic progression is we have explained the geometric harmonic. How would be harmonic progression? Okay, suppose here A1, A2, A3 up to AN is in harmonic progression, HP. So 1 upon A1, 1 upon A2, 1 upon A3 up to 1 upon AN should be in what? Should be in arithmetic progression. In arithmetic progression, you have to keep this thing in mind. Okay, and on the basis of this we use the property of arithmetic progression here. Okay, all the property will work. So the relation between here, relation between arithmetic mean and geometric mean, we call it arithmetic mean as A and geometric mean as G. It would be A plus minus under root of A square minus G square. So relation between arithmetic mean and geometric mean, just learn it. So generally we use this in the question here. So I'm going to solve some question related to geometric progression, geometric mean. Okay, the first question is how many number of terms in 5, 20, 80 up to 5120. So if you want to solve this question, so first you have to think that what is this sequence, okay? So is it arithmetic progression or geometric progression or harmonic progression? So 20 and 5, you see here, when you subtract 20 minus 5, you get 15. 80 minus 20, you'll get here 60. So you're not getting the same common difference here. So this will not come in arithmetic progression. So now we are moving to check whether it is geometric progression or not. So what I have told you about geometric progression, you have to find the common ratio. Means the term with the previous 20 upon 5, the answer is 4, okay? Here 80 upon 20, again you are getting answer 4. In this way you concluded that the given sequence is in what? In geometric progression. So now your common ratio, you can find common ratio R equal to 20 upon 5, it is 4. What is your first term? It is A equal to 5. And what is your last term here? It is 5, 1, 2, 0. What do you need to find? You have to find the value of number of terms here, okay, and it's question mark. So what would you do? You would apply the last term formula. What is the last term? Tn equal to the last term, okay, here A R raised to power n minus 1. What is L? 5, 1, 2, 0. What is A? Is 5. What is R? Is 4 raised to power n minus 1. So 5, 1, 2, 0 divided by 5 equal to 4 raised to power n minus 1. So here when divided, 5 1s are 5, okay, 0, 5 2 are 10, 5 4s are 120, 1024, 4 raised to power n minus 1. So I have solved this, and okay, what would you get? 4 raised to power, yeah, I think 4 raised to power 6 equal to 4 raised to power n minus 1. When you prime factorize it, you will get, and when you equate the exponent, you will get here n minus 1, yeah, or it is right or wrong? Okay, can we do? No, I have. So what is this? I think 4 raised to power 5, alright. So yes, so 5 equal to n minus 1, n would be 5 plus 1, it would be n equal to 6. So how many terms are there? Only 6. Number of terms is 6. Oh, 5 20, then it is 20 times 20 times 4. So how would it be 6? Only 6 terms. 80 times over 4, it is 320. 320 times 4, 1280, and 1280 times 4, okay, here it is all right, there are 6 terms, so we are right. So 5 20 80 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, yeah, okay. So I have solved also, I have found here the number of terms by because we are getting that it is 5 times 4, it is 20 times 4, then it will be 80 times 4, the next term will be 320 times 4, and the next term will be 12080, that means 1280 times 4. So you got the final answer 5120. So that means you were correct. Now moving to the next question. If the sum of 0.2, sum of 0.2 plus 0.22, 0.33, sorry, 222, you'll get in the exam similar question like this: 0.3 plus 0.33 plus 0.33, or 0.4 plus 0.44 plus 0.444. So the procedure is same for all, and up to n terms. Okay, up to n terms. What do you need to do? You have to find the sum. Okay, you have to find the sum. Find the sum. So how would you find? The procedure is first you need to make 1 minus something, 1 minus 100 or 100 minus 1, something like this. So can we make 100 or something? First take common, I think 2 common. Okay, take out 2, 0.1 you will get 0.11 plus 0.111 plus, alright, up to n terms. So first we have to whatever you get, whether you get 0.3 plus 0.33 plus 0.333 or 0.4 plus 0.44 plus 0.44, you can take out common. Okay, first you can take out common. So you took out what? 2. When you divide 2 by 0.1, you will get 0.2 by 2, you will get 0.1. 0.22 by 2, you will get 0.11. The similar way, what can you do now? Can you write 1 minus 1 upon 10? Yeah, we can write. Can we write it 1 minus or 1 plus? 1 minus. No, we cannot do this. We will not get. So what next we have to do? We have to divide and multiply it by 9. 2 by 9 and multiply it by 9 to all the terms here. 0.9 will get, because we have to make something like this, what I have explained a few seconds before. Here 0.99, 0.999, alright, up to n terms. Now we can manipulate this. 0.9 can be written as 1 minus 0.1. Okay, or you can like 1 upon 10. 10 1 are 10, minus 1, 9 upon 10. Yeah, all right. You can write here 1 minus 1 upon 100. Yes, here you are getting now the rule or procedure. Okay, you can write 1 minus 1 upon 1000. Yes, 100 minus 1, 999 upon 1000. Yep, up to n terms. Now separate 1 1 1 from each. 1 1 1. So separate how? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus, up to, you can write n terms, up to n terms, plus, okay, minus 1 by 10, minus 1 by 100, minus. So you can take minus common from each. So you will get 1 by 10 plus 1 by 100 plus 1 by 1000 plus up to n terms. Okay, so you get n 1 1 1 1 up to n terms. You will get answer n minus, that means n times 1. Okay, minus 1 upon 10, 1 upon 100. So this will be in I think geometric mean. Yeah, not mean, sorry, geometric progression. How? When you divide 1 by 100 by 1 by 10, what will you get? You will get 1 by 100 into 10. So you will get 1 by 10. Okay, common ratio. Similarly, 1 by 1000 divide by 1 by 100, you will get here again 1 by 10. So in this way, your common ratio is what? 1 by 10. Your first term is 1 by 10, 1 by 100, 1 by 10. All right, good, very nice. The first term you got here, first term, the first term is, I can write here, your first term is 1 by 10. For this, your common ratio R is 1 by 100 divided by 1 by 10, means 1 by 100 multiplied by 10 by 1, it would be 1 by 10. So yes, now you can write here what is the sum. You know the formula of sum, Sn equal to, it has n terms, uh, a r raised to power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. Since here you see that r is less than 1, all right, is it? Yes, it's less than 1, so you'll apply formula a r raised to power 1 minus r raised to power n, okay, upon 1 minus r. So at the place of a you would write here 1 by 10, at the place of n you would write here also 1 by 10, okay, at the place of r write 1 by 10. Now 2 by 9 n minus 1 by 10, and this 10 minus, and it would be 10 1 ja 10 minus 1, 9 by 10, 10 upon 9 like this. So what would we get? 1 minus 0.1 whole raised to power n. Okay, so this way you can write here 2 upon 9 n minus 1 upon 9, 1 minus 0.1. This is the answer. So okay, I think yes, 10 raised to power it is, minus n anyways. Let's move to the another question here. In the geometric progression consisting, okay, so question is, in the geometric progression GP consisting of positive term, all right, each term equal to the sum of next two terms. So the condition is each term is equals to the next two terms, all right, next two terms, then the common ratio of the progression. So you have to find r equal to question mark here. Okay, so the GP consisting of positive terms, all right, so each term is equal to the next two terms, all right. Suppose the term is, we're going to solve this. Suppose the term is Tn, okay, Tn is called the term, and it is equal to the sum of next two terms, like Tn plus 1 is the next term, like Tn, next term is Tn plus 1, and next term of this is Tn plus 2, all right. So Tn plus 2 like this. So according to question you can write here. So the each term is equal to each term, suppose Tn is the term, is equal to the next two terms, sum of equal to the sum of what I have not written, sum of next two term, okay, the sum of next two terms. So we got here Tn plus 1 according to the question. So now we have to apply, since it is a geometric progression, the formula is a r raised to power n minus 1. Similar term, so we would have a, similar a, yes, a, since the sequence is similar, so we would not change the value of a and r for the next two terms. A r raised to power n minus 1, in this case what is n is not, at the place of n you will write here n plus 1 plus a r raised to power, formula is a, what is formula, a r raised to power n minus 1 like this, okay, nth term Tn. Now at the place of n plus n you would write n plus 2, but you need to also place right minus 1. So here you have what applied the formula. So what do you need to do? Only at the place of n plus 1 n, at the place of n, you are what, exchanging the value. So here you have put the not exchanging, sorry, you are substituting the value. At the place of n, you are putting here n plus 1. For n plus 2, at the place of n, here you put what, n plus 2. So in the same way, what you can do, we can take common from these two terms a. So you get here a r raised to power n plus r raised to power n plus 2 minus 1 n plus 1. Okay, so a would be cancelled out. So here we have r raised to power n, r raised to power minus 1. Okay, here you have r raised to power n plus r raised to power n into, you can split like this, and when you can take out common r raised to power n, then r raised to power n and r raised to power n would also be cancelled out. So you will get here r raised to power minus 1 equal to 1 plus r. That means 1 by r equal to 1 plus r. What the meaning of this? You can apply here 1 plus, cross multiply. 1 plus means r plus r square. So you would get here the quadratic equation r square plus r minus 1 equal to 0. So you can apply here, r would be minus b. What is minus b? 1 plus minus root d. What is root d? What is d? B square minus 4ac. B square is 1 square minus 4. A is 1. C is minus 1. Upon 2a is 1. So in this way you will get minus 1 plus minus 1 plus 4, 5, root 5 upon 2. This is the answer. But since you need positive terms, so the geometric progression, you will the answer would be here. Okay, r equal to minus 1 plus root 5 upon 2. Okay, but all right, this is the only answer, because this r would not be equal to minus 1 minus root 5. You will get the negative value. That's why. So this is not. So in this way you can solve the question like this. Okay. Now we are heading to where? Question related geometric progression, yes or not? First two questions I have. If A, B, C are in HP, okay, A, B, C are in HP, so then you need to check A minus B by 2, B by 2, comma C minus B by 2. What is it, C or what? Okay, C minus B by 2, yes it is. Are in, you have to check AP or GP or HP. Okay, you have to check it. So this is the question. How would you approach this? In order to solve this question, since it is given that ABC in HP, ABC solution, okay, since ABC in HP are in HP, that means 1 by A according to the rule, 1 by B and 1 by C would be in AP. Okay, so what do you know about AP? The common difference is equal here. 1 by B minus 1 by A equal to 1 by C minus 1 by B. That means you know that difference of two terms, the term and with the difference of the term with the preceding term. So 1 by B, preceding term is 1 by A, 1 by C, the preceding term is 1 by B. So 1 by B plus 1 by B, 2 by B equal to 1 by A plus 1 by C. So here we would get here when you 2 by B equal to C plus A upon AC, means 2AC equal to Okay, isn't it? 2 by b equal to AC. So yes, you can write. Alright, this is the relation. You need to use this relation here in this. So since I have solved this, what to do for the AP? For AP you need to check whether the common difference are equal or not. For GP you need to check G square equal to root AB or not. Okay. So for AP, okay, since you have 3 terms, then it is very easy to check. So what is the checking point? The arithmetic mean is this one is the b by 2 would be the arithmetic mean of 2. Okay, means b by 2 would be, if you check b by 2 for AP, if you get a minus b by 2 plus c minus b by 2 equal to upon 2. Since you know that this one is the arithmetic mean of what? If this is in AP, then b by 2 would be arithmetic mean of 2. According to arithmetic mean, you know that arithmetic mean equal to a plus b by 2. Okay, you know this. So here a is not a is a minus b by 2. So remove this. I'm only applying the formula. Okay. So check it whether you are getting the left hand side equal to right hand side. So in this way, if you solve right hand side, what would you get? A minus c upon 2. And can you use here a minus c? I don't find any way here, so it is not in arithmetic progression. What about GP? Check it for GP. In GP, G equal to root AB, yeah? We know this. What is geometric mean? So b by 2 would be the geometric mean here. B by 2, okay, would be under root of what? What is a here? A minus b by 2. What is b here? I'm sorry, AC. Okay, if ABC are in GP, not GP, then G equal to root AC. All right, and G is the third term here. No, I was right. The formula is A, B, C. If you introduce G in between A and B, and if they are in geometric progression, then you get G equal to, G is what? Geometric mean is equal to root AB. So in this way, you have, if I change the value here A is not A here, A is actually A minus B by 2. So I put here B is not here B, it is C minus B by 2, C minus B by 2. And what is G here? G is B by 2. So here you have to check it. So you can do like this, B by 2 square equal to A minus B by 2, C minus B by 2. Okay, you have to check only this with this, the right hand side. So only find the product and find, if you find B by 2 whole square, then it would be okay. This term would be in geometric progression. So how would you check it? So first find the product, right hand side, product. Okay, so how do you find the product? A minus B by 2, C minus B by 2, AC, okay, minus AB by 2 minus BC upon 2 minus plus B by 2 whole square. Okay, we are getting something. AC, what do you have to do? Can you take common here? Minus, you can take B by 2 common. Yes, so you'd get here A plus C plus B by 2 whole square. AC minus, okay, you can see, okay, B by 2. Okay, take the reciprocal here, because you have to use this result here you have got from that A, B, C are in HP. So we have got the result. So we can do here 2 by B. So we need to find, get the reciprocal. You will get here B by 2 equal to AC upon C plus A. Okay, and you can use this result here. Here you get A plus C upon 2. What? Sorry. B by 2. What to give? no. You need to find the value of b by 2 is AC upon C plus A, right? AC upon C plus A, and A plus C is already present here, plus b by 2 whole square. So here C plus A and C plus A would be cancelled out. AC minus AC would be 0. So you got b by 2 whole square. So you got left hand side is a left hand side. Since left hand side equal to right hand side, the result is true here. So this value, this A minus b by 2, b by 2, C minus b by 2 are in GP, geometric progression. I hope you have understood this. We'll meet you in the next session. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching my videos.